Okay. Welcome back to Denver Beer and Oil, everybody. Okay, that went well. Welcome back to Denver Beer and Oil. On today's episode, Chris isn't done. Still, today's Tuesday. We leave on Thursday. Car's still taken apart. Haha. My car is pretty much done. Aaron's car is getting pretty close.
He's got a Mercedes now.
Does it run? It's close to running.
No, it cranks over. Yeah, I need someone's help just timing it and shit. Okay. It should run.
So he's close. As soon as this Mercedes is done, we're working on his stuff. And big update for me. First of all, huge shout out to Josh Love. Thank you so much. Dude, you saved my ass. So I owe you one, big time. Okay, so it's Josh Love's Drifting. If you guys are still inclined, go give his channel a check out or a look and, you know, throw him a sub. Anyway, he hooked me up with this clutch at like 9 o'clock at night last night. It's fairly spanked and it's super heat soaked, but quite frankly, I don't care because I think it's gonna hold the power. He said it held over 600, and it only needs to hold up in my car for 1 weekend. So as long as it survives 1 weekend, we're good. But it's a Clutch Masters Fancy Boy clutch, and he even gave me the flywheel and the pressure plate with it. So we're gonna make it work. I may have to change the starter out of my car, depending on what the teeth and circumference is of the other flywheel. We'll see. But I think it should just bolt right in. This is out of an E36, and I think we've used E36 flywheels on M30s or M30 flywheels on E36. Either way, I don't think I have to change it, but that's a possibility. So I'm gonna rip the trans out and start throwing a new clutch in this. As soon as that's done, I just got to run one signal wire to the Mega Squirt for the O2 signal, and as soon as that's done, we're gonna take this little Mama Jamma for Boomer Banger. We're gonna take this. Banger. We're gonna take this little Boomer Banger for a rip.
Yeah, we are.
Probably by then, Aaron will be done, and we'll start cranking on his stuff too. So, yeah, big day, guys. Stay tuned. Okay, so we got the old, or not old transmission, we got the transmission off. I got the old flywheel off. We got the new flywheel right here. It's kind of unfortunate because this clutch was quite literally brand new. So, whatever, but at least I have a spare. I'll bring it, and then if I blow a clutch up, I've got another one. But anyway, for those of you who were curious, this is how I check flywheel teeth alignment. So you can do that with the flywheels. They have the exact same teeth, so they have the exact same starter tooth engagement on the Bendix. Yeah, we're just gonna throw it on. The only thing I gotta do is find some single mass flywheel bolts, because the ones from a dual mass, which was what was on here, surprisingly, are far too long. So if you put these in the new one, it should poke out. I don't think that goes into the crank that far. So we're gonna find some smaller ones from the BMW laying around here somewhere, and we'll be ready.
You did a center support bearing too, right?
Oh yeah, so good call, Hamish, on the old reminder there. Joel, how are you? Good. Yeah, when I went to go pull the drive shaft, I saw all of this business going on, so I'm gonna go ahead and replace that while it's out of the car. Luckily, had a new one laying around. Yeah, and then this thing ought to be in real fine condition. I'm gonna top all the fluids off in the trans and diff while they're out, or while the trans is out at least. And we should be freaking ready. Okay, I have encountered yet another problem, which is this little guy. This is the pilot bearing that was in the car, and as you can see, it is not the right one. So what you want on these is a nice tight fit over your input shaft. So the shaft should fit in the hole real nice. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, so I ordered another one, but guys, if you're doing a clutch at home, check this before you put it in. But it was literally doing nothing, so it's a good thing I got one. Yeah, anyway, all right, back to work.
We're here today with Aaron, a major proponent in yogurt-covered Skittles.
Oh yeah, such amazing. I love them.
He's saying his car may start today.
We're using Mountain Dew as octane booster.
I wouldn't be surprised if it worked.
All right, so who wants to run the key so I can turn the distributor? I'm nervous as fuck. About to cough.
Are you nervous, Aaron?
Yeah.
Wait, did you put oil in it?
Yeah, it's full of oil.
Okay.
And the gauge is loose, Chris, so just don't watch getting sprayed with shit.
What gauge?
Oil pressure gauge.
Yeah. Hamish, Will. I'm fucking nervous. My heart's racing.
You got this.
Oh,
Small fuel.
no, the ignition should be fine. There's nothing else hooked up.
We good? Send it.
See what happens. Oh, sorry. Help if I take the wrench off the balancer.
Send it now.
I'll send it.
Yeah. Give it a break.
Right in there was the spot. Did the bottle full of gas disappear?
Dual purpose Mountain Dew.
I know it's gonna run terrible, but go ahead.
It's trying. Do it. Yeah, baby. We're about out of juices.
Yeah, battery's almost dead. I think we ought to just get the fuel supply figured out and then we can do this again.
No, fuck that. We're running it. I got a battery. Here.
No, I got a battery. Sorry, I didn't realize that was the issue. No, dude, right here's where I need charge from.
We'll see. All right. So update on me while we're doing this stuff, guys. So we got the Mega Squirt in. We got Wasted Spark set up haphazardly. Unable to get spark from that. We think we have to take this apart and do some things. We don't quite know how to do that. We're hoping to do it at the dyno. I'm making contingency plans. I'm making a second set of spark plugs that I can run off of here. And I'm gonna tee this off so I can still also run a standard size coil. So, or standard coil, single coil. So, all of it both set. So, I'm gonna get that going. I'm gonna get mine going. I'm just gonna start doing some burnouts and flexing all these fools that their cars suck.
Just man. We are fighting with our words today.
Fighting with words.
I'm shaking with nervousness.
Fire's still right there.
Yeah, I know. It's got backfire through the car. But
Just make sure you keep cranking it if it catches on fire.
Ready?
Yep.
It was trying. What the fuck was that noise?
I think it's your water pump burping.
Yeah, it could have been the coolant. What are you trying to do?
Put some more fuel in it, or
I'm out of gas.
can we stick this in a fuel tank?
No, there's nothing to pump it. I just put a little splash in there. Fuck it.
All right. Sparks coming from something.
Where?
I don't know. I just saw
Probably the exhaust.
Yeah, with the open header right there.
that probably wasn't helping. Dude.
Fucking
broken.
runs. Did it shoot oil at you? Doesn't
I-
even look like they got oil through the thing. Which is ugly, but it's there. It made noise. All right, let's do the fuel pump bracket so we can like really time it.
Right. I'm going to buy spark plug stuff. You ready?
I'm ready.
Pressure.
What's that?
I don't think I'm getting oil pressure.
Oh, it's going through.
Also, I hear compression leaking. Did you hear that? You got a loose spark plug somewhere?
Go ahead again.
It's going.
It's got one of them there devices for cold starting on it. I just have to put a fuse in it.
Choke.
Choke.
So now if Will turns the key on,
Key on. Choke. Not working.
Well, that's fucking awesome. I don't need that. Yeah, I don't do shit, does it?
Nope, it sure doesn't. Maybe your spring's broken.
Man, I went all through that. What's smoking over there? Just shit off the header?
Yeah. Ready?
Looks like it. There's like.
Yeah, give her the biscuits, dude.
Alright, see what she does. It sounded weird. What is it? Oh, yeah, that flywheel's a little weird. It has like a different tone when it turns over now.
Mm-hmm.
Hear that?
Shooting out of this header. I mean, it's like that long.
She's a little rich.
It backfired there at the beginning, and I thought it lit the ATF on fire. It was like, boom! I was like, whoa!
You think to light that stuff on fire?
Oh, dude, we just torched a brand new goddamn thing. Damn it. Ouch! Crap, sorry, Chris. That's hot.
It's a 727.
Yeah.
Yep.
It'll handle it.
Yeah. Yep.
It's a freaking motor.
We need to zip tie these up so they're not sitting right on. We're good. It's not even leaking stuff yet. I don't know about it. Except for the.
Yeah, you gotta do a lot of heat shielding here on these plug wires, huh?
I don't know how much is gonna get done.
I mean, that's real close.
I'm gonna zip tie them. Yeah, there's no way to save those boots without buying the wrap. But my plan is I'm gonna go to AutoZone and just buy another set of plug wires. We're just gonna change them as they melt.
Keep going.
Ripping them out and changing them out.
That right there is a Mopar and E34.
If we get some coolant in it, then we can like really
I'm
let it
excited
run.
about this here car.
This is your car.
We're a throttle linkage, a tranny linkage, and a dry shaft away. And then if I get real ambitious, I might throw some pipes on it so it's not blowing huge flames at the freaking side of the
Throw them
motor.
at the front of the car or something.
Dude, it is. They're pretty wicked.
She's thinking about.
I don't think I've ever seen.
We're gonna make quite the spectacle at night.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we got a thing. I don't know if you guys know about this yet. But if you follow me, there's a new vehicle for the channel. It's a church bus. So this is Aaron's. This is what him and his girlfriend drove out. They keep going on both sides of me from New York when they moved out. So it's like a 1990 something, maybe even older bus, but it's an RV. So check it out. We gotta empty some of their stuff out of here. We got they use it for storage right now. It just sits on our lot. But we got like a full kitchen. We got countertops. We got a fridge. The bed goes there. We gotta grab one of our mattresses. Oh, this opens this way. There's a full shower in here. We got hot water. We got a stove under there. This is much better than sleeping in the back of the wagon.
Yes. So I think that's gonna be a queen size bed. There's gonna be a futon here. There's gonna be another futon here.
What's gonna be here?
We're gonna buy a giant TV and we're gonna watch Roadkill episodes at Roadkill. Just hanging out, drinking beer, having a good time. So this is our sleeping arrangements for events this year. So we were gonna set it up to tow one of the single car trailers down with one of the cars, but it has a non-lockup torque converter trans, and we just think it might be a little stressful on it. So we're just gonna drive it just as it is and then bring another pickup truck with another trailer. So, but we're trying to figure out solutions to that too, because we don't have to drive 500,000 vehicles every time we go somewhere. So
Stay tuned. So yeah, we're gonna take this to lunch.
We're gonna take this to lunch. Pure joy! I'm so happy right now.
Is it fast? It is fast. I mean,
It's only running wastegate pressure right now, which is nothing, and it's fast.
it needs to be a lot faster than it currently is.
Oh, we got the plug wires. That's hot as shit in there.
Yeah, see that frame plug in the front right there?
Melting a peak
Yeah,
out of that.
that one used to be there too.
What am I melting?
On yours. Yeah, mine's gone too.
The plugs on the frame rail. See
Oh,
how it's
yeah.
scratchy?
No, that's what they look like.
Oh, it's supposed to look like that?
That one's gone.
Yeah, I see
Yeah.
the ones that just melted all the way through.
Will, how's it?
Ha! I didn't smile. It's so good, dude.
Hashtag roadkill.
It makes all the noises. It diesels hard when you turn it off, but here, let's see what the A-ball says about if I'm gonna win. Try again.
Try again with a manual boost controller.
Yes.
Dude, she makes all the right noises though.
Fucking A right she does.
Yeah, it's nasty.
What do we need?
Alcohol for the school children. Alcohol.
What do we want?
I don't know what you guys do.
So we're at a drive-thru right now in a school bus, and we're at a drive-thru liquor store. You guys are probably watching this for burnouts and stuff like that. More of that to come. The Roadkill car runs and does burnouts. I'll post some videos of that later, but I just thought you guys might enjoy watching us go through a drive-thru liquor store in a school bus. So yeah, enjoy this.
Did they say anything?
They think it's great. They were like, I was watching on the camera and I didn't know what was going on.
But right now we're building the throttle cable. So I'm taking the factory E34 cable here. I welded up real fast this little angle bracket here, and then bolted a little conduit clamp to it to clamp the casing down, because you got to hold the casing still. That's the trick to cables. Casing's got to be still, but the cable has to move. So now we did that. I cut the end of this off, and I'm gonna strip this like right here. I'm gonna cut this casing back and not cut the cable, and then slide this off. We're gonna loop it through, and then I got a clamp that'll clamp this back to itself, so it'll end up like that, just up here. So that's what I'm doing right now. I don't remember how I cut this, to be honest with you. I did this once before, I just don't remember what I used. I almost think I used a brake line cutter.
I feel like you could use like wire strippers. If you did like a big enough gauge, couldn't you? Oh, Jacob's back. John Mayer is
Hey,
back.
what's up, brother?
Yeah.
Dropping a new single. It's called Moonlight. It's coming out soon.
Moonlight. Oh,
Yeah.
Spotlight. Oh.
Yeah.
But you'll remember him from TexFest?
TexFest and the
last
very first
year's-
Ziptie drag.
Yeah, our channel
When we
kickoff.
built that E34.
And spent.
Before it was lit on fire.
Okay, so Will, you got like all the heat wrap stuff in. All that goodness. Now what are you doing?
I'm gonna weld a sunroof into my car.
You're not using the rusty one?
You should use a rusty
No,
one, dude. That's weight reduction.
Yeah.
It's still got all the brackets on it, and it's
Less
all broken.
metal.
I would do it, but I actually like semi took this one out okay.
But you need like a part of the original rusty car that we're all cannibalizing.
I'm not that attached to that car. Here's Will's X amount of horsepower 535i grand total. And this is everything, I think. And take in mind, I got real lucky with a lot of this stuff, so you guys won't be able to do it as cheap. You can do it damn close, or darn close, dang close, really close. Anyway, okay, Paid $400 for the car. $220 for lines and fittings. $150 for something I don't remember. $400 for the exhaust. You can do that yourself. You don't need to pay for it. $400 for the manifold and wastegate. You can get it for $500. I just bought it secondhand from Chris. $160 for injectors. $100 for a wideband. Oh, actually, it was $125. My total just went up. $100 for welding stuff. $150 for a turbo. $50 for a fuel pump. Thanks, James. $60 for miscellaneous heat insulation things. Included on my free list are Mega Squirt, spark plugs, blow-off valve, brakes. You're not going to need to do that on your car, but mine didn't have them. Intercooler, couplers, seats, the coil, and the clutch and flywheel pressure plate setup. Again, thank you, Josh Love. You are the man. Can't thank you enough. $2,215 all in on this car. So if you guys want to build a nasty car with like,
I'd say $3,000.
yeah, I mean, I would say everybody could do it for $3,000. You could do it for $3,000 if you can find a car cheap.
You got to do it ghetto too.
Find one of these things not running or with a bad motor or something. This is ghetto, but it's really not that ghetto. It looks ghetto, but it's like pretty properly set up if you know what you're doing. So just kind of follow the things I did in this video, or maybe
This has been the most official DIY video yet.
No, I mean, this is not intended to be a DIY. This is just like, use these parts and you will have success, because I have proven this is success. Like this thing, we took it for a drive today, and although I've only got about 3 minutes of seat time on this thing, it is no joke.
We got to go in the dyno tomorrow and see how it shows.
So we'll see what the numbers are tomorrow, but I'm expecting 500 plus. And I think anything over 400, I'm going to call a win, but I'm expecting 510, 520. Welcome back, YouTube. Welcome to the Mopar 440
We've
build.
been back, but
They hear it?
Whatever. Welcome back again.
Because I still can.
Anyway, I apologize if I'm yelling. So Aaron and I were just setting basically total timing, which is what you do after you get your initial timing setting, and it takes into account the vacuum or mechanical advance on the distributor, and that is the maximum amount of advance that the distributor can possibly give your engine after a certain RPM. So you want to rev it until all the way on that distributor so that the cam spring goes all the way advanced and you get all of the timing you're going to get, and you want to look at that timing setting. So basically on like small block Chevys, you want to run, I don't know, somewhere around 50 to 56 on this Mopar, as we were learning from Mr. Steve Dolchek. We were shooting for around 40 degrees of total timing, and that's what they found was most successful on the dyno, made the most power and torque through all RPM ranges. So Aaron and I hooked it all up, and we found that our total timing, or his total timing, was at like 70 degrees according to the timing light, which is like impossible. It's not even possible. You can't do it. The engine won't run. So we're pretty sure that the balancer, there's some discrepancy between our alignment mark on the engine and this balancer we're using, because the balancer is from a passenger. Is it a passenger car 440?
No, I actually never took the balancer off. All I changed was the pulley. The balancer never moved. So I don't know what the fudge happened there.
Yeah, that's weird.
I'm kind of at a loss on why and what is happening. And I did notice that my reused water pump gasket's definitely leaking. But it's cheap. It's just bubbling, so I'm me.
Good.
It's not till it drips that I'm worried about it.
I have turbo on there. I'm working on tightening bolts that hold turbo on. I think my car runs. I don't want to turn it on because I'll blow another T4 gasket. That'll be sad. But give me like 15 seconds and I'll be back with it running.
I have to clearance the frame rail for the shifter. The shift arm right here hits the body, so I don't have reverse or park. So I'm gonna take this heat shield out, and then worst case scenario, we'll just cut the corner off or something.
So now that my build is like legitimately able to be taken down a racetrack, I'm trying to switch gears and help these guys out. Chris, I think, is Pretty confident what he's doing, so we're good on him. So me and Aaron are jamming on this thing. I've tacked on 2 little dump pipes. We were running into an issue with the flames from this driver's side primary coming down, or I'm sorry, secondary, coming down and melting the engine mount. If you look in right here, you can see how it's kind of
Don't really have the light.
drooping a little bit. It looks like a crayon that's been left out in the sun for too long.
A little bit.
James,
It's a brand new motor mount too, so we don't want that thing to melt all the way and have this engine just flop onto the frame while we're going down the track. So I found some genuinely like scrap pipe that we had laying around and just kind of tacked it on there. I'm gonna try to seal it up a little bit, do as best I can with the MIG, but we are out of gas for argon CO2. So I'm gonna throw the argon on from the TIG and it should be okay, but I guess we'll find out.
I mean, they're both inert.
Yep, inert gas is the point.
Yeah, it's not the greatest, but it can be done.
But it should work better than booger welding it with no gas.
What's up, guys? So my car runs, but horribly.
You gonna turn it on?
Yeah.
Okay. Stand back.
Yeah, it don't run very good.
Chris, what's up, man?
Taking my car apart. Still doesn't run right. So, we're thinking maybe with the distributor.
Say again?
Maybe it's something with the distributor because we've taken everything else off.
We put the Megascar with this tune on the Will's car and it ran great. So something hardware related, not tune related, is causing this issue.
Yes. You caught it on fire!
Oh, what happened?
Look at how white and shit it is in there and all that shit!
Wait, but it looks okay.
No, look at it. Do you not see it? You don't see it? There's fucking metal over it, and this whole thing is cracked, like in half.
I can't believe you didn't check this right off the bat. Your distributor's not even fucking connected. Jesus Christ, it's a miracle it runs. For fuck's sake.
Dude, I got a point there.
For fuck's sake.
Look at all the metal in there.
Dude, you can see that okay, so first of all, it's been arcing over here. Second of all, it's so fucking loose, it ground. You see the brass? It's been flopping and it's elongated and it has ground all the teeth off the bottom of the distributor. So you need a new cap, or I'm sorry, not a new cap, you need a new rotor. This cap I think is okay. But this is fucked, and this is not my fault. This is not the fire day. This has been broken for a hot minute.
No, I'm thinking it got really hot from because all the white shit is from the, like, I think the flames. I think it made like the plastic leak.
I think it's leftover PKP from the fire.
Yeah, that.
But
remember, all this was melted here. I think it got really hot right there from the fire, and it,
whatever it is,
yeah,
this is fucked. And you're a fucking potato for not checking this.
But
right
this
off
has
the
been
bat.
the problem since.
I need wasted spark.
But this has been the problem. No, but, all right, dude.
I'm cranking my shit to 20.
I'm thinking all the way back to. But I'm thinking all the way back to Tex Fest when it had like weird misfires and shit.
Yeah. The laziness factor is high. Real high. Fuck.
You would have another one.
I'm a BMW distributor. I have spark. No, I don't.
Hey, there was still spark.
Idiota! Puta de idiota!
It was just sparking it all of the wrong time.
It's not pretty. It may not be functional, but I got everything from park to second gear. I just don't have low. That's pretty good odds. I like that.
Yeah, that's pretty solid.
Yeah, so now we just gotta weld this together. Once this is in, we can top the training fluid off and back it out of here. It'll roll out of here.
On its own power, that's so
its own
exciting,
power.
dude.
And then I'm gonna go drive it around, hook onto that trailer, and load it so I can go home and get a good night's sleep before we go to the dyno. Go!
Okay.
All right, we're doing a drive shaft centering technique that's invented by Mr. Murdoch here that is gonna work. We're essentially just wrapping tape around the end of it until it's the size of this tube, then we're gonna slide the tube over and weld it. And it's, honestly, it's gonna give us the best result, I
So
think.
the idea is it's going to be rotation centered.
Isn't the best method the thinner the tape?
This is pretty thin.
No, I'm just saying, like, if you're doing this at home, gentlemen.
No, I wouldn't even. If you're doing
wouldn't
this
do this
home,
at home.
don't do it. Like,
Don't do this at home. This
We're-
is
Take it to a
very
shop
dumb.
expert.
this is our last minute roadkill solution.
yeah, roadkill. Like,
Matter of
it's
fact,
got to run
let's-
on the dyno tomorrow.
Let's try.
try that. Yeah, and these 2x4s.
But so the idea is it's like gyroscopic centering.
Yep,
Here, you don't even need to touch it.
that's probably enough.
That.
It's really hard getting camera
So
angles.
my idea is that you want to get to a basically a slip fit here,
Yep.
so that it centers it very gently. Okay, I think. Hold on. I want to take a little bit more.
So it doesn't tear the tape
So
up.
we're gonna slip fit it that way, and you want it to go on without any force, really, but be snug. So that way.
This is really, and this is, if you have a small tube and a small tube, or a big tube and a big tube, this is a lot easier. Like, you can make a drive shaft at home if you're smart. Just what we're doing is
That
the
seems-
hardest way.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. That's
I'm impressed, dude. That was smart shit.
good action.
that's not terrible. We got drive shafts. I don't want to interrupt the man's focus. But look at this artesian focus over here. I mean, it's really sublime. Genuinely, look at it.
I've never seen someone make their own drive shaft.
Really? Dude, I shit you not, it's the 4th one I've built. And the only one that didn't like shake at some point is the one I paid to have built for my truck.
Okay, so we're pulling plugs over here. The cap and rotor didn't fix our issue.
But I'm sure it helped towards fixing a better car.
Yes, beautiful.
Yes, beautiful.
Turbo is burning my hand.
I mean, it's gonna shake. It's not centered. It could definitely have been better, but it only needs to hold up for 8 passes.
Yeah, it's just got to do things.
8 passes and we can detonate it.
Dude, you want to put it in there and see if this car will move?
Yeah, let's
This
do
is
it.
it. This is
I
only
want to see.
stopping it.
I want to see you do a burnout.
It should do one.
Wow, that actually doesn't look bad, honestly. But as we know, it doesn't have weights on it, so vibrations.
Yeah, and this one's not.
It's gonna vibrate like a bitch. It's not.
Yeah, it's
As
gonna
long
be
as
a
it
shaker.
As long as it connects the rear wheels.
Yeah.
Fans were good.
What do you think?
I mean, it didn't look that bad.
All right, so this little lever here is called the throttle valve. It's not a kick down. There's a difference. GM and Fords have a kick down. The Mopar stuff has a throttle valve. So on a kick down cable, it actually will mechanically command the next gear down. That's why it's called the kick down. What this does is commands line pressure. So the actual amount of fluid pressure in the tranny is commanded by this lever. And it knows that when it hits a certain pressure to drop it a gear. That's how it's designed to work. So if you leave this all floppy like that and don't have it hooked to anything, you run minimum line pressure, you'll fry a tranny in a heartbeat. And if you're gonna race them, a real cheap way to do it is to zip tie it at full line pressure all the time. It's like a zip tie shift kit. It really wakes it up. It makes it shift like all the way up in the RPM, and it chirps the tires in the shift. It's the way to do it.
Idling weird, but it revs great. Dude, this guy walking away from the bar just yelled down. He was like, I fucking love you guys.
It sounds pissed. Oh, is that tire smoke?
Yeah.
God damn, I can't see shit and it died. Dude, it won't stay in low gear. That was like a second, third. It kept going between high gear and second.
No, somebody else has got to close the gate. There's a lady yelling at us.
Where?
Across the street. There's a lady yelling at us. She's about it.
Yeah.
She wants it. No, she wants more. Yeah, she wants to film it.
Turbo's fucking glowing, dude.
Oh, yo, Homestead.
Oh, it is fucking turbo.
Look at the waist.
I want to see it again.
All right, I'm gonna give it a minute to cool down.
Pointed at the perfect angle, it shoots smoke like 60
Seriously,
straight up.
it was like fucking forever.
That's awesome. Hell yeah.
Right.
Oh, damn. Are you gonna do it again right now?
Oh no, it's wicked hot. It's wicked hot. I gotta let it cool down, I'm sorry. Shit has hit the fan, the lion will speak. Okay? Here's what's going on. This car does great burnouts. It loves the limiter. That car, Satan. Satan has possessed it. There are demons inside of it.
You put too many.
We will exorcise the demons. But until we exorcise them demons, for the second time, second year in a row, gosh darn it,
It's not going down the track at roadkill.
it's not going to go down the track at roadkill. It's misfiring like a redheaded stepchild. It will not run right. It's got some hardware problems, undiagnosed. Doesn't matter. The point is, this car is going to the dyno tomorrow.
Today, at this point.
Yeah, I guess today at this point. So we're gonna see what the heck a hull set on a 3.5 liter BMW makes.
It's 1204.
Anyway, okay. So long story short, DBO 3.5 liter turbo number 2 will be on the dyno tomorrow.
You
We'll see
guys
what
are
kind of power
filming
it makes.
without me tomorrow, vlog style.
Yep. Chris and I are gonna be solo video.
Baby steps, baby steps.
Aaron is gonna finish his car up, make sure it's ready to rock.
Yeah, we're gonna do ground ops here pretty much. Just get everything ready.
Yep. Drift Truck is going to get some new control arms and maybe some new suspension stuff. Thank you so much for watching. We're going to have some merch, other stuff. If you guys want to support us, we really appreciate it. If not, it's cool too, you know, whatever. But thank you so much for your support. Thank you for watching, and we will see you guys in Tucson.
Love you.
Roadkill 2020. Peace.
Bye.
We successfully failed again.